Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Intel Extreme Masters San Jose Qualifier for the American region. This is Stage 1 still, Cup number 4. So it's the final Cup, actually, before we get on to Stage number 2, which will be on the 11th of November, where we find out 3 people moving on to San Jose. It's pretty early here. It's 1 a.m. at the moment on the 4th of November.
10 past 1.
10 past 1, in fact.
1.
My name's Kyle Iris alongside Maddles. Yeah, it's going to be... It's going to be a cool one. We've got 32 players around, so around a 32 bracket. And how have you been so far? Have you enjoyed your time in Cologne?
I have loved my time out here. I've had about 3 days off, so I had a nice chance to go and look around the cathedral, which is very big and cathedral-y. Had some nice food. I still haven't had... What was it you wanted me to eat?
Schnitzel?
I still haven't had schnitzel.
Oh, okay, okay.
I should try and get schnitzel tomorrow. But anyway, enough about my food habits and more about these games. We're going to be going into one I'm very excited about because... I'm going to be casting my Challenger League co-caster.
Yeah, PengWin. He decided to sign up, who is apparently a US citizen. I mean, he was born there, I guess.
He was born there.
Right? Okay, so...
To put this in context, every single time I've ever spoken to him or Twitch chat have been like, who's that American Maddles is casting with? He gets really angry and he's like, I'm not American. And then he messages us today and he's like, oh, can I play? And I'm like, it's only for Americans. And he's like, I'm an American citizen. I was born in Ohio. It's like, great. He's lied to me.
He sounds American.
He's lied to me all these years.
I fully expected this to be the case. What happened? I actually need to ask him at some point. He was born in America, then he moved to Switzerland?
Yep.
When he was how old?
I don't know. He denied even ever living in America, being born in America, anything American to me for so long.
Oh, well. Whatever the case, he's playing in the American qualifier, and it's the round of 32. 2 players from today will move on to stage number 2, which is on the 11th of November, after BlizzCon proceedings have concluded. But our first map in this best of 3 is going to be Deadwing between PengWin and PandaBearMe. Who I don't really know that much about, other than the fact that he's a Grandmasters player.
Yep, that's all I know about him as well, Kalaris, but we are in game, so let's jump straight to this and get this 4th qualifier ready and running.
Okay, cool stuff. Spawning up to the top right-hand corner, it's our pink Zerg. It is PengWin, Mr. Mine Sanity's PengWin. And down to the bottom right-hand corner, it is our blue Zerg. It is PandaBearMe. So, Grandmaster Zerg going up against... Masters Zerg? I don't think PengWin's Grandmasters.
No,
right?
he is Masters. I don't know if he's ever been Grandmasters. That's kind of one of those tentative answers where I think I should know, but I don't think he has.
Yeah, I can't say I've really got much chance to cast PengWin in the past, so I've not really needed to look said information up. But here we are, and he is stocking up a lot of minerals for a temple on Deadwing, so interesting opener here from PengWin.
PandaBearMe is just chilling at the moment. Overlord about to pop on out, so we should see a couple more drones on their way. But yeah, Overlords are going to bump heads. That's actually really nice for PengWin because he's going to instantly see where his opponent is spawning. And since he is going for that temple, he could look to get a little bit aggressive. Getting the gas down, so maybe a little Baneling pressure coming on through.
Yeah, anything he wants to do here. Wait a minute, is it a double extractor trick? Oh, just the one, in fact. That would have been a bit strange in terms of the timing of the second one, but so single extractor trick here during all of this as that will finish up, and he'll try and get out a few more drones, eke them out just before the spawning pool is finished up. I mean, what you're really doing with that lava whilst you're waiting for it to finish. And he does see this Overlord, obviously. So, wow, PandaBearMe is actually going for a hatchery first. So.
This is actually going to work out really well for PengWin because he knows where his opponent's spawning. We should see 6 lings get started up as soon as the Overlord pops. 6, there we go. He'll probably get 8, maybe even 10 out and just go a little bit aggressive with this.
And the Overlord's still so far away for PandaBearMe. So technically, if PengWin wanted to, I mean, obviously he wants to send those lings over there straight away, but the spawning pool has only just only just started even. Hatchery about a third complete, and he made a few drones before that spawning pool went down. So it's a kind of a greedy opener here from PandaBearMe on a map that is usually very greedy. But in the end... That's a lot of lings, and he's not going to see them for a long... He might not see them at all, even with the second Overlord, until they're out on his doorstep.
I don't think he's going to. Looking at the rally points, it's not going to get spotted in the slightest. This is actually going to be a huge problem. PengWin is still pumping out more Zerglings as well. He's going to be going up to 12 lings here, which is going to be a huge problem. The spawning pool for PandaBearMe still isn't even finished.
And the first whiff of these Zerglings he's going to see is right now, as they're on his natural hatchery, which... is very, very irritating. Baneliness is going down behind this as well. Speed is on the way. He lets that hatchery finish, trying to buy some time, but PengWin, realizing this, has already sent 2 Zerglings in the main. Oh, one of them gets caught, though. Oh, nice little dodge out there by PengWin. That's a lot of Lings on the way, though.
That is a lot of Lings, and the Baneling Nest, and of course Zergling Speed coming on through. This is going to start becoming quite problematic. The important thing for PandaBearMe right now is not to overreact or panic. He needs to take little wins where possible, but soon there's going to be that Baneling Nest, and soon there's going to be speed.
At least for now, this hatchery is buying him some time to kind of keep these Lings occupied with it being completed, etc. And he is getting a little bit of extra access to some lava. But, I mean, these Banelings are morphing in outside of vision of PandaBearMe at this moment. So he doesn't even know that it's a Baneling follow-up at all. He just sees speed.
I don't think he even went over to...
Uh-oh.
Nope. Here we go.
Well,
those Banelings are scary times. There's only one queen as well, so you can't completely wall that off.
Yeah, trying to block off what he can here, but one Baneling gets through, and actually gets a really good connection there. The Spine Qualifier is finished up in the mineral line, which is really, really nice for him to try and deny this. A few more Banelings being morphed in. Might need to even get another Spine Qualifier. There we go, right at the back.
It's definitely very, very irritating here. That natural base is definitely going to go. Note behind this, PengWin is still pumping out additional Zerglings. Ooh, nice Baneling detonation there. That got about 4 Lings for it. So always solid. Great queen positioning from PandaBearMe though. Yeah,
but at the same time, those 2 Banelings trying to move on through. They really didn't do a massive amount there. 4 workers have killed off in total, and there's 12 Lings against 12 Lings now. So slowly here, PandaBearMe is stabilizing, but he still has to be careful of any Banelings that are morph in.
It's worth noting that PandaBearMe does have a queen as well. That's actually quite an important asset at this stage. He's got additional Zerglings here as well, so he should be able to take a nicer trade since there aren't any Banelings here for PengWin at the moment. He just needs to be very careful on any trade he takes. He also has speed as well, which is very important for him. But, ooh, 2 Banelings.
Yeah, he sees the Overlord.
But there's 2 spines.
Technically, he should be able to kill at least 1, and there we go. Because there is the spines there, he kills 1, and that means that the drones do not die off to just 1 Baneling hit. So PandaBearMe still has a drone advantage, and from there on out, the income advantage. So he's doing okay for himself.
The one thing you could do, or one thing which may have been interesting to look at, would have been if PengWin could have gone in and just got a couple of shots off with the Lings onto those drones, because that would have made them very easy to pick off. But for the moment, just wanting to play it safe, the risk of the counter-attack would have been very, very high there. But all in all, I'd say PandaBearMe shouldn't really be in too much trouble. He does still have the worker advantage, but I'd say it's a very small advantage because he's down in tech. So overall, PengWin and PandaBearMe, they're in a pretty similar position. Well, different positions, but they're in a similar stage. I wouldn't say either has a massive advantage off that opening.
It's so funny, though, in the end. Like, PandaBear now just going for a lot of Lings himself, and unfortunately, here for PengWin, he's not going to see it for a while. The one advantage, obviously, he does have from all of this is that he had the Baneling Nest, so technically defensive Baneling should be able to kind of fend this off once it starts powering across when speed's finished. But for now, it's just slow Lings. And he sees all of these slow Lings that have been committed to here by PandaBear. It's going to be interesting.
Speed's a long way off as well. It's only half done, so it's got about another 50 seconds until it's completed. Of course, this gives ample time for PengWin to morph in some Banelings. There isn't a Baneling Nest yet for PandaBearMe. Of course, the lair as well was coming on through for PengWin, although he cancels that, restarts it now after feeling a little bit more safe. What I'm really going to be looking for is whether or not PengWin goes for the Spire. I know it's something that he is a big fan of usually. He loves Mutalisks, but he's playing on NA from EU, and he has mentioned that he's got some slight lag issues.
Yeah, has to take those into consideration definitely here. These Lings actually putting on pressure whilst there's no Baneling nest finished just yet. Could work out okay, but speed just finished up, so that should be able to push it away here for PandaBearMe.
Those Banelings waddling very happily.
Sitting themselves on the top of that ramp as well. He's looking to bait this in. He did technically spot that was going on.
Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
This could be the bait.
Oh,
no, pulls back.
So close.
2 on top of things. Again, you know, these Overlords at the front, they saw those 2 Banelings positioning themselves, so shouldn't have been too much of an issue. That is quite a few Banelings. And all the gas kind of went into the PengWin's lair for a while with the Spire as well. So he's morphing in a few Banelings now, but these are going to have to be good. Okay, be careful.
Oh no, his Ling's in a really awkward position now.
Yeah, they're being zoned out by the other Lings, and the Banelings are just going to walk on in for now. So we're going to get Baneling trades by the looks of things.
They're all going to be 2 for 2 because...
Yeah, the separation was good.
They're going like they're off their way to Noah's Ark. Just happily.
Oh, he's going to try and... Oh no, okay, that was good focus fire by the Queen to actually get that one Baneling in the end. But still, PengWin trying to hold on against all of this. PandaBearMe is trying to zone that out, and he killed off all the Lings, and now he really has no units to fend off against this. No
Nope.
spine either. There you go. GG.
Interesting first game. So
Yeah.
a very, very aggressive opening from PengWin there. Didn't quite manage to do enough damage. A couple more drones may have led him into a bit of a better mid-game, but that means that PandaBearMe is now 1-0 up in this best-of-3 series in the round of 32 here. Do you reckon he's going to be able to make it a 2-0?
Considering the position he was in, yeah, I think so. He was able to control that pretty well. The crisis management was fine, totally fine. Left him in a little bit of a advantageous position overall, and was able to pick up that victory, which is nice. PengWin's play seemed a bit risky.
Yep.
Overall. But, you know, if you're going to play the qualifier as PengWin here, maybe he's not able to match up to some of these Grandmasters players, you know, might want to play a few of these risks. But still, you know, PengWin's still good. He is a Masters player, so he can pull out some
King
wins.
Sejong is going to be the next map as well, which I think is really important because this is typically a bit more of an aggressive map, being a 2-spawn position map, but it'll be interesting to see if PengWin goes again for a temple opening or whether he actually flips on its head and goes very, very greedy. I don't reckon there'll be a middle ground, personally.
Yeah, he could go greedy. That'd be kind of cool. But then PandaBearMe could easily just kind of say, okay, your aggression didn't work in game number 1. I don't think you're going to do that again. If you do something kind of greedy here, then I just go for like an earlier pull myself. But anyway, let's get into it. Game number 2, King Sejong Station is our map. As we have spawned down at the bottom right-hand corner, it's our My Insanity player. It is PengWin. And up the top left-hand corner, we have our blue. So currently 1 game up. It is PandaBearMe.
I saw something that made me so ridiculously happy on that loading screen, Claris.
What was that?
PandaBearMe has the panda in a like Space Marine suit as his like profile picture. Or not profile, his avatar.
That's cute.
That is amazing.
PSL don't go by the... Oh, Jesus. No. Can I talk to them? No, I can't.
No.
Why are they obsessed? What's wrong with them?
It's both PengWin and Messioso, although apparently... Oh, who was it? Saint Snorlax as well.
It doesn't matter. They're all dumb. Oh.
They have an obsession.
They tried to coax us both into going to this concert.
It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again because Taylor Swift's performing in Cologne again.
Oh, no.
Which means they're both going to be like...
It wasn't even in Cologne last time.
No, this time it's in Cologne, so we're going to get messaged even more. We're going to be like, hey, James, hey, Adam, do you want to come and see Taylor Swift in Cologne? And we're going to be like, no. No, we don't. By the way, nothing crazy is going on. Neither player's going for, like, temples or anything like that.
Predictably, PengWin in the end is going for something a bit more standard here in game number 2. But, you were theorizing maybe the idea of ultimate greed. Hasn't gone too greedy. Not too greedy. Just a normal time spawning pool. So, trying to play out a normal game.
I really didn't think he'd do this. I really wasn't gunning on him going for something standard. Purely based on the fact that he did mention to me before the series that he was getting a bit of lag to an A. And really with that, you're going to go for something that gives you a good advantage. Like, for example, going for a temple on Deadwing and basically trying your luck that you find the spawn position to do tons of damage. The other way of doing it is you go really, really greedy and hope your opponent doesn't punish it and gives you an advantage. So playing standard is going to be very interesting to see how this goes for PengWin. Meanwhile, PandaBear opening exactly the same as on the previous map. Slightly earlier pool, though.
Yep. Happy to see what's going on overall. And both players just going to be playing out pretty normally. Gas has already been taken for PengWin, though, so he's going for a gas style. And on the other side of things, I wonder if PandaBearMe actually I'm wondering if his game plan wasn't interrupted in the previous game, does he open gas as well? If he doesn't and goes for a bit more of a gasless style with extra queens at the front, etc., I'd love to see that, because if you're a good player and you can make the gasless style work, it looks so fantastic at the front. Looks really nice.
It really does. I've often tried to do it, and I fail miserably. And
I'm not very good at it either. I go gas in ZvZ. Gasless for me is too stressful. Oh, why did this go in so far for PandaBearMe?
This was a very kind donation.
Why did he go so far?
He sees the gas, but it's not worth it. Losing an Overlord at this early stage is a nightmare. Unless,
of course, he is accounting for the idea that, hey, I think I'm better than PengWin here. I don't mind losing this Overlord as long as I'm able to get a gas read. I mean, you can theorize that is the case if it wasn't a mistake. I'm trying to look on the more positive side as opposed to it being a mistake. So I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
I reckon it was a donation. But yeah, lots of drones coming out on both sides. Oh, first old Ling skirmishes.
Yeah, the idea of 4 Lings out here doesn't means that the overlord makes even less sense now. Because normally you only get 2 Lings to try and get in there and scout around, but he has 4 Lings here, so technically he should be able to get in with at least one of those Lings to actually look around if the overlord hadn't have already gone in there anyway. So it's going to be layup, extra gas, and natural gases will probably go down in just a little bit here as PengWin, as you mentioned before, does like that kind of stuff.
Although it's 2 gases coming down as well from PandaBearMe at the moment. I'm not sure if we will get 2 base muter out of PengWin.
Yeah?
I don't think so. Only because I know that he's not a massive fan of 2 base muter, generally. But again, he's playing on NA.
Well, he really wants to deny this from scouting and sees the layer very, very fast on during all of this. So at least he spots that. PengWin was supply block there for a second. Oh, okay, I see. He got 2 drones in there and blah, blah, blah. Baneliness going down at the front as well for the defense. I really think that he would go for something like that from here and then just use the Baneling Nest as like the insurance policy.
Yep, he is going to go 2 base muter now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's going to grab a 3rd, but he's going 4 gases. Damn it, PengWin. Why do you tell me things and then do the complete opposite?
Cancelled the Baneling Nest after seeing the 3rd base, and there's a flood of Lings on the way as well, so that might be his downfall. Unfortunately, PandaBearMe has sold a story which, in the end, has led to PengWin playing like very, very risky.
Yep.
Very risky, and now
oh, look where
he's
his
gonna get
closest
hit.
overlord is as well.
It's like here, and he might not even see if he wiggled around it. Like
It doesn't even matter by the time you see it there. Like with
yeah,
how
it's
many
gonna be a
Lings
lot
are
of
coming
Lings.
out. There's all the drones. The Baneling Nest. Oh goodness, the Baneling Nest was cancelled.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Oh no.
As soon as he saw the 3rd base, he was just like, well, I'm just going to cancel that then. I think that you're going to be playing macro. But then these Lings are going to see these Lings at the front and then be really, 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 really sad. Oh, that's 20 Lings on the way for PengWin. Is it enough? I don't think so. I don't think they pop out quick enough.
Well, it's also up against 38.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is going to be exceptionally hard for PengWin to hold.
Yeah.
PandaBearMe going for it.
Oh, and all the Lings get separated as well. Like, they pop out right next to the Lings instantly, so they get divided and conquered. Yeah, yeah.
The spy is nearly done, though.
Go, Mutalisks. 5 Mutalisks, go. GG. PandaBearMe advances on to the round of 16 here in the Intel Extreme Masters San Jose qualifier. And unfortunately, PengWin's out. Sorry, buddy.
I'm trying to think of like an appropriate Taylor Swift song title to like make a nice pun out of it.
Trouble, trouble, that thing. I don't like.
That was like the best impression ever.
Like all I know is there's a goat that goes ah! Like that's it.
I got kind
I saw
of
the
obsessed.
goat version. That was.
Have you seen like there's tons of them?
Is there?
There's like goat edition for tons of things because I started
brilliant.
googling it on one very bored evening and there's hundreds. I'm just gonna shut up now before I dig myself an even deeper hole. But
all right.
Yep.
All right, well, I mean, that does it for our first series here, guys, at the qualifier. We're going to go to a short break, and then when we are back, we're going to have more games. We're going to try and find you more games from the Intel Extreme Masters San Jose qualifiers.